All right, so we are looking at how to read a weather map, specifically high pressure, low pressure on a weather map. As I put in that picture there, these little squiggly lines that we see all over, these are called isobars. And each isobar has a number attached to it, and that number tells you what the atmospheric pressure is at that location and in the area that's between the two isobars. So let's look right here in the middle of the country. We have these two high pressure symbols. The H is for high pressure, and then we have an isobar outlining that entire area of high pressure. And that isobar says 1024. So the air pressure at that everywhere inside of this squiggly line, this isobar, the air pressure is 1024 millibars or above. The unit of pressure is called millibars. So everywhere inside this is 1024 millibars or above. Then if we work out from that, we see the next isobar right here. This one's sort of running north and south right through Michigan. The pressure number on this isobar is 1020. And so what that means, everywhere between this isobar and this isobar, it's going up from 1020 to 1024. So what we do, just to make things easy, we just assign the pressure of 1020 to anything in this area. So like in Bloomingdale, which is right about there where my mouse is, it's between the 1020 and 1024 isobar. So we would say that the air pressure in Bloomingdale is 1020 millibars. Everywhere inside here, because we cross over, is 1024 millibars. If we continue going to the east, we've got this isobar right here. And this isobar, the number on there is 1016. And what we see here, so then anywhere between this 1016 isobar and this 1020 isobar, we would assign the air pressure of 1016 millibars. So like Washington, D.C. is right about here where my mouse is. The air pressure in Washington, D.C. is 1016 millibars. Down here in Florida, it's between the 1016 and the 1020 isobar. So down here in this part of Florida is 1016 millibars. If we go, let's go out here and look towards the west. We've got a 1020 millibar right here and a 1020 millibar right here. So everywhere in this huge, big, wide open area right here, I have a 1020 millibar and a 1024 millibar pressure line. This whole area, the air pressure is 1020 millibars. There's nothing else, there's no other isobars in that area to change the pressure. So all this is 1020 millibars. Then over here, I've got a real close one. I've got a 1016 millibar isobar right here. And so this little skinny area right here, all up and down where my mouse is going, the air pressure in this area is 1016 millibars because it's between 1016 and the 1020 millibars. So we just say everything there is 1016 millibars. Then I've got right down here, Southern California, and into part of Mexico there, a 1012 millibar isobar. So everywhere between this 1012 bar and this 1016 bar, the air pressure, we just assign it as 1012 millibars. So this area right here where my mouse is, we would say the air pressure is 1012 millibars. So you can see it's fairly easy to count as you cross these isobars. This is 1012 in this area. This is 1016 in this area because I've crossed the 1016 isobar. This is 1020 in this area because I've crossed the 1020 isobar. And then this here, everything inside there is 1024 isobars. Now let's look. I'm working my way back down. Everything between the 1020 and the 1024, this whole area right here, the air pressure is 1020 isobars. And then I go a little further to the east. It's between the 1016 and the 1020. So all of this is a 1016 isobar. Let's look at this other map right here. We've got a high pressure system right up here, a low pressure system right up here, and we've got some more isobars, a lot more going on here as far as the pressure is concerned. Let's start down here. Let's start here in Michigan. All right. let's look at, we have this 1008 millibar isobar right here. And then we have a 1012 millibar isobar. So everywhere in this, where my mouse is right here, this whole area gets assigned 1008 millibars. So here in Bloomingdale, again where my mouse is, the air pressure is going to be 1008 millibars. Once I cross over that 1012 millibar, this area right here through Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, this whole area down here, this all gets assigned a air pressure of 1012 millibars. Then if I cross over the 1016 line, all this, where my mouse is going, all of this gets assigned 1016 millibars. Now I'm crossing over to the 1020 area. I cross that 1020 line. This whole area all up here, all the way down there, all of this gets assigned 1020 millibars. Then I'm crossing over the 1024 millibar line. So this whole area right here, this is all 1024 millibars. And then then I cross over 1028 millibar line. So all this area in here is assigned 1028 millibars for the air pressure. And then lastly, I have a 1032 millibar line, an isobar, and everywhere inside this oval here gets assigned an air pressure of 1032 millibars. I could count down the same way. I started here 1008, but this, if I go all the way up here into Canada, I go down to a 1004 millibar line, a 1000 millibar pressure line, a 996, 992. So you can just assign the numbers in those areas, whatever pressure that they are. Okay. What I always recommend doing is try to find the lowest number on the map and then just sort of count your way up to the high numbers. It's just easier to keep things straight that way. So like all of this is 992 millibars. All this is 996 in there. All of this is 1000 millibars. This is the 1004 millibars. There's the 1008, 1012. Because I'm crossing the 1012 line, I cross 1016. So this gets 1016 millibars. 1020 area, the 1024 area, the 1028, and finally 1032. So find those low pressure areas and sort of count up. And that's how you find pressure on a map. Not only just looking at the general high and low pressure areas, but if we want to know what is the actual numerical pressure of an area, that's how you look at those, what we call isobar lines, pressure lines. The name for them, the vocab word is isobars. All right, so watch this video. Look at the couple examples below that I put on there, just to give you a little bit of practice. And then when you feel ready, you feel confident, then go and complete the quick check and put your knowledge to the test for determining air pressure for specific areas. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. Good luck on the air pressure.